Sharon, I've had a very graphic description of what your legs look like. One of the nurses here said it looked like an apple core.
It is.
How would you describe what your legs look like?
If you go into a kebab shop and you saw the meat, you know, that's what it reminded me of when it'd been carved off. Originally, that's what it was like.
When did it start?
It was after I had a knee replacement. It was about 2011, and the knee replacement went okay, but it wasn't straight. So I was walking on my toe on this leg.
On the right leg?
Yes, and the blood flow wasn't very good. So about a year after the knee replacement, that's when this all started.
What did you notice? What were the symptoms?
Well, I knocked my leg, and it just disintegrated really in a matter of weeks. It was very frightening, and it just went on from there.
What was the pain like?
I can't describe it. It's funny because someone asked me that the other week. It's difficult to. I'm just in pain constantly. I'm on quite a lot of painkillers, but the pain was. It was just excruciating. It was quite bad.
And all the time the leg was getting worse, was it?
Yeah.
And swelling?
No, not really. It was just like being eaten away. It was like the flesh-eating disease. It was just awful.
You must have been terrified.
I was. I thought one time I was going to lose my leg, and then it went onto this leg, and within 2 weeks that leg had gone the same as this one, and it just went from there down to my ankles, and it's not been cleared up really for 4 years now.
Give me an idea of what your life was like beforehand. You're married, you have
I
a
was
daughter.
working, I worked at the hospital, Barnet General as a nurse for 25 years.
So
I've
you
been
were
there.
a nurse?
Yeah, and
so you were on your feet?
I was on my feet.
Dealing with medical conditions?
Exactly.
And this must have come then as a horrific surprise to you.
It was. When I first started as a nurse, you know, I was pushing, because it was, Barnet was then huts outside, so you were pushing patients everywhere into x-ray operations, etc. So you had to go uphill and everything.
So very active then.
Yeah, and then when this happened, I ended up, I can't walk now. Most of the time I'm in a wheelchair when I go around. I can actually walk on crutches now since I've been here. Yeah, my life's changed completely.
What did that do to you psychologically?
I was very depressed. It was awful. I felt like my sons were ashamed of me. I felt like I'd aged.
Why would your sons be
I don't know. It's just a thing that you don't. I don't know. I was just always. I wouldn't let my husband see my legs. I wouldn't let anybody see them. I was just, I just thought it was something that wasn't talked about. I don't know why, but because you can't help these things. But that's how I felt, and I just felt like I'd aged quite a lot, since it started. I've been in hospital now, I think it's 9 times, because, I keep picking up infections. So as soon as I get infection, into hospital, have antibiotics, because you can only have them in a drip form.
And I mean, I don't mean to be really personal about this, but very often ulcers can smell, can't they?
That's what I was worried about.
What happened there?
That wasn't too bad. I was worried about that. But as I say, it wasn't too bad. I mean, if we fast forward a couple of years, I was at home with the district nurses come in, but that was hit and miss whether they'd turn up or whether they didn't. So in the end, I was doing the bandaging myself in between them coming, because I was so conscious of that.
So your social life was restricted?
Yeah. Now I can't drive now. I was driving before as well. All my independence has gone. I rely on my husband because the boys have left home. So he does a lot for me. I mean, I can do most things now, but I can't stand up for very long. And I can't walk that much. So if we go out shopping, I have to take the wheelchair. I have bought myself a scooter now. So I've got a bit of independence. Yeah, go faster stripes. Yeah, so it's a bit better.
What was the turning point?
Coming here, I think.
How did you get to know you could come here?
Well, the consultant recommended it, and they wrote a letter and they said I could come over. So I came over. I don't get over as much as I like because I'm not in the borough, so it's quite a long way to come. I have to rely on my husband to drive me. But yeah, they're very good here.
What difference has it made to you since you've been coming here for treatment?
It's given me more confidence. We went through all sorts of scenarios of what we could do with my legs. We're now on a different regime, and that seems to be working at the moment.
Now, you said you couldn't bear to look at them and you couldn't bear anyone else to. How would you describe the way your legs look now?
A lot better. They're still not good. You know, if anyone saw them, I hadn't seen them before, they'd go, oh my God. But they're because it goes all the way round. Most people with leg ulcers just have one or two, where mine go right the way around the leg. So it's just the whole leg has sort of gone. So yeah, it's given me confidence now.
And can you see that the ulcers are getting smaller?
They seem to be, yeah. As I say, because it's all the way round, you see different parts, the skin's growing. And we're talking about a skin graft maybe in the future, not yet, to see if we can, you know, help the process of healing.
So what are your hopes for the future now with the treatment that you're getting?
I'm hoping my legs will get better. I'm hoping I'll be able to be more mobile. I'll be able to go shopping. And one thing, I'll be able to wear nice shoes. That would be my one thing. I could go back to wearing nice shoes.
And how do you feel about wearing, presumably you're going to have to wear compression tights for the rest of your life?
Well, I wouldn't mind that so much. It's better than these bandages, I must say. But if it helps and they're comfortable, I don't mind, as long as they, you know, they work.
What sort of advice would you give to anyone who finds himself in a similar position?
Just find out as much as you can about the condition, and just ask your consultant or whoever you see if they're capable, if they know what's happening, or if they could be advised to go to a specialised clinic like here or somewhere like that.
I mean, retrospectively, looking back, are you frustrated that the people you were dealing with didn't know the kind of treatment that would have made a difference?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I had such bad experiences, I won't go into that, but with hospitals and things like that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would definitely find out. I just feel like I've got all my faculties, I hope, but I feel like older people that haven't got a voice and don't know, you know, wouldn't know where to be sent or anything, and they have to put up with really quite old-fashioned treatment. And it seems a shame, really, because I know, having worked at the hospital, what they used to have to go through, you know, and it seems to be more leg ulcers now than ever. They went through a period of none, or, you know, quite a few less than what there are now, and it seems to be, you know, on the up again. So yeah, that's what I would advise, because, you know, you feel like you're the only one. There's nowhere out there you feel like you can talk to anybody else, you know, so you feel a bit ostracised as well.
You've got a lot more confidence now, and you think that's just going to go on getting better and better.
I hope so.
But you know it's not going to be an overnight process. No. Are you in this for the long term?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't see them ever being back to how they were originally. So I know if we could just get on further and I could be able to walk a while, you know, that would be good.
But you're prepared to hang in there and stick with this treatment and beat this?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Because you know there's nice things at the end of it?
Exactly. And, you know, I mean, I know it can be painful with compression, you have to have more compression, and that is quite painful for me, but as long as I know it's going to be work or be good at the end, I don't mind. That would, you know.
It'll be worth it in the end.
It will, yeah.
So you can buy those beautiful ballerina shoes.
Yes. Would be lovely. And to be able to wear a dress.
Oh, of course. You've lived in trousers, presumably.
Yeah, definitely.
Sharon, thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.